YouTube, my client is getting ready to get his braids, and my job today is just to make the life of the braider as easy as possible. And I want to know in the comments below, let me know, do you think that people should get their braids first, or do you think that they should get their haircut first? Let me know and I will respond to you with my thoughts on the matter. The first things first though, guys, with this type of haircut, I'm gonna need to make sure that all of the hair is up and out of the way. So what better way to do this with my hair grips? This actually came complimentary in the Tomb 45 Babylist collaboration, you know, that box that they sent out to all the creators. Yeah, so I got these, so I'm gonna be putting them to use, man. I'm gonna be taking this all the way around the head and get the hair up and out of the way. And once that happens and I pinch everything into place to elevate the hair that will be braided, now I'm gonna take my bristle brush and I'm gonna be using this right up against there, and I wanna make sure that all this hair is laid down. I'm a fan of using the combs, and I'm a fan of using combs when appropriate, but I'm making sure to use the bristle brush in this scenario because I need to make sure that it grips all the hair that it needs to below the overgrowth. We're gonna get all this to lay down so we can give it a proper trim. Now, my name is Tito. If you don't already know me, welcome to the channel, and I make well over 6 figures doing just this, cutting hair and filming it. And that's what my goal is for you guys today, is I want to show you guys the easy to follow systems that it took me a long time to figure out. I've had my license since 2018, and I didn't really start doing well until I found proper mentorship, and I was able to put all this together, man, to get a nice, solid, easy system to follow for you guys. So strap in and, you know, just let me know if y'all have any questions through this tutorial, man. I want to make this as easy as possible. So we're going to be starting off here with the half guard. Now, we're going to switch up the system just a little bit today because his hair is already so short on the sides. What we're going to be doing is I'll be taking the half guard on the Tomb 45 FX clipper, the collaboration that we did with Babylist, and I'm going to be tightening up all the hair all along this ridge. Now, I'm starting pretty tight. I'm gonna go ahead and close this guard with the half guard, and I'm gonna run this clipper right up to that part. And the reason that I wanna go with the grain is because if I were to come and cut upwards, that's where you start finding the teeth, the sharp teeth of this clipper guard start getting caught in the curls that you're trying to keep whole. You don't wanna be really cutting those down. He's about to go get those braided. So keep that in mind, cut with the grain. That's gonna give you a higher level of control, and trim this all the way down tight so that way we can get those fading guidelines in place and make some progress on this cut. So now it's time to get into the fading, and I'm gonna be starting with this clipper all the way closed. If you know anything about my channel, just in case this is your first time seeing me today, clipper closed is the way to start the fade. If I start with my trimmer, think about it, that trimmer is designed to set a nice harsh line all the way to your front edge, your vertical bars. If I go in and put a hard line now, it's gonna be a hard line to take out later. Starting off with the clipper all the way closed gives me a visual representation, like my brain says, hey, this is where the fade ends. But in a practical sense, it's a softer line that's easier to take out at the end. Now, stay tuned for the whole tutorial. This will make sense when we get to the very last step, why this is a critical part of being an efficient barber. Of course, as you can see here too, we're setting these guidelines in now. So once I put that bald line in with the clipper closed, give yourself some room for gradients now. I'm gonna open the clipper all the way up, lever wide open. And I'm gonna give myself at least a finger's width, if not more, if not up to an inch, because I need solid spread on that. So now we need to start fading our way down. We're gonna take the number 1 guard with the lever open, and I'm gonna work with the lever 1 open, and once I feel like I knocked everything out, because remember, the 1 open is gonna blend pretty well into the half closed with the grain that we started this with. you know. So I'll do the one open, and you see I just switched it to the one closed, and I'm gonna do this all the way around the head. I'm gonna slowly work on the gradients. I'm watching the color grade slowly get shaved down to make this a smoother fading process. So we're gonna take this all the way around the head, slowly setting ourselves up for success, setting ourselves up for the kill shot. Because once we fade out that very bottom line, that bald and a half, that's where it really comes together. I'm excited for you guys to see that. Barbers, are you sick and tired of dimming your phone screen every time you pull up your bank account because of the shame of how low the balance is? With the Six Figure Barber Mentorship, we help you find and fix the weak points between our easy to follow modules and our over 20 live stream calls per month from Chris Basio and his coaching team. We're gonna help you build your clientele to beyond six figures and scale so you can start to buy your time back. And the best thing about this, you're gonna see results month one with our 30-day challenge. There's no better way to motivate you than to get you quick wins. The link is gonna be in the description. I'll see you guys soon. So now what we're gonna do is we need to erase that very bottom line. Now, here's the cool thing about the reason why we set that guideline in. The clipper closed is gonna blend perfectly fine into that. So we can break that line with the clipper closed. And now, don't be afraid to raise the line up. Let me know in the comment section if you have a fear of going too high in the fade. It's very possible, and I totally understand it. I dealt with that fear for a long time. But I came to understand, yes, I am gonna be raising the fade as I go higher and higher in the blend, but the thing is that as I go higher in the blend, the length gets longer and longer. So that's why I'm gonna hit notch 1 and raise it up a little more. Then I'll hit notch 2 and raise it up a little more. Same thing with notch 3, notch 4, and we're gonna go all the way up to match, maybe even go a little bit beyond that half guideline that we set in. And if we use a soft feathering motion, we're gonna be able to blend out that half guideline into the one perfectly. Let's watch this come together. Tell me guys what you think about this blend so far. How cool is it that with the Tomb 45 FX clipper and the Tomb 45 precision guards, there is no need to use the in-between guards, like the 1.5 and the half. We totally skipped those this time, you know? And now we're gonna be going in with the Tomb 45 FX trimmer. Let's start off with those C-cups. I wanna make sure that is nice and crispy. I wanna make sure that the line hits well, that it pops. Start with that hook, hit that corner. You know, sometimes I work on the front line first, but it's nice starting with these corners also, because you kind of have like you almost build that border. Like you build the walls first, on the sides, and that way you don't accidentally take the front edge like way too far to the left. There's been plenty of times where I'll start my lineup, like the very front lineup first, and I keep working left and left and left. Let's say the hair doesn't really have full density, right? So it's hard to tell where the vertical bar should be, and I end up pushing the client back because I didn't set a proper border. So this will help you avoid that problem. Now let's look at a hairline like this and give it an honest assessment. This is not going to be an easy hairline to do, and this is not going to be a hairline that's going to be 100% natural either. We are going to have to do a professional pushback, because what's going to happen if I leave his whole what do you call that? The widow's peak. Like, he's going to have a fake hairline. I'm going to have to spray his whole forehead in. No, I'm not going to do that. I refuse to make my clients look stupid. So I'm gonna take this trimmer and we're gonna cleanly slice off that widow's peak. I keep forgetting the name for the widow's peak. We're gonna slice through that because I need to analyze this and understand what hair, like where does the hair grow strong and where does the hair grow weak. So you can see I gave it a slight curve, right? So it could follow the natural shape of his hairline, how it grows in. And yeah, man, we're just gonna keep on. We'll start in the middle, work our way to one side, and then we'll go return to the middle and work our way to the other side. And now the time has come for you to log off the video if you hate enhancements, because we are moving forward with the enhancements. I'm using the Tomb 45 XL compressor, and we're also using the color No Drip to enhance my client's hairline. So we're going to, now remember, you've already seen the haircut before the enhancements and you've seen it was sharp. I need to take it now to that next level, so that way the client is super satisfied with his hairline and it just gets a little extra pop. You know, some people don't like enhancements because they don't last forever, but neither does a sharp hairline from a razor blade. Neither does a sharp hairline from a trimmer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just one of those things that is going to fade away just as the hair will grow back. You know what I mean? So, but that's why it's important. It's sharp before and after application. And you're not using the enhancement to cover up any imperfections and cover mistakes that you made. Just keep it natural, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to look like anything that would not have already grown there. So I'm using the Tomb 45, the Sean Cuts Hair stencil. This helps me keep my corners sharp and keep my color in place without a lot of overspray. And I'm making sure to brush over, like airbrush over the fade too. It just accentuates everything. It makes it all look a little bit sharper. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the finished product of this hairstyle, man. I love how this all came out, and my client told me, bro, his braids came out fire after getting this appointment. I love the comment that Unorthodox left here. He says, I learned something new from watching you every video. Great stuff. I'm fresh out of barber school, about to take the test. So everyone, leave a comment in the comment section below congratulating Unorthodox, and I'm so happy that all of you were able to learn something from this video, man. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe for our live streams. Peace.